Let us debunk myths about hair transplant. Number one myth. So in recent times, a few deaths have happened because of hair transplant, which is very unfortunate because this is supposed to be a minimally invasive cosmetic surgery meant to regain your hair, and it has turned out into an unfortunate event. There might be few reasons because of which this might have happened. It was done by unqualified doctors. Okay, so not only doctors, we know quite a few clinics or quite a few places where there are no doctors. The place is entirely run by technicians. So you cannot expect doctor to perform all the steps of hair transplant, but it should be within the limits of doctor supervision. So this is number one thing that you will have to take care. The second thing is that the dose of anesthesia. When we perform a hair transplant or when we perform a liposuction, or for that matter any surgical procedure which involves use of local anesthesia, always the dose is something that we keep in mind, that we don't have to exceed that dose of anesthesia, otherwise it will lead to problems. Then number three is your sterility. The sterility of the atmosphere where the surgery is being performed. It should be an operation theatre where the sterility is of prime importance. For example, if we see in our OT, we take regular swabs from the OT, we do the fumigation properly before the surgery, and even when there is nothing going on in OT, especially for that matter our procedure rooms also, where we do small minor procedures like wart removal or small excisions or mold removals, etc., even that place undergoes fumigation. So we want the OT standards to be maintained in that procedure room also. Number 4, it's a long procedure, it's an extensive procedure, it goes throughout the day. So it's very important that you will have to keep yourself hydrated, you will have to eat well. In cases where hypoglycemia is suspected, your doctor can give you an IV drip also. So these are the matters in which your doctor will intervene if they feel your pulse is going down or if there are changes in your blood pressure. All these things, the vitals, are of particular importance, and they will be noticed only with a qualified physician, not with the unqualified doctor or unqualified technicians. Then coming to the fifth point, which is post-operative care. So once your hair transplant surgery is over, your doctor will give you particular instructions pertaining to the surgery, in which your medications, antibiotics are coming, in which your painkillers are there, medicines so that you don't develop a fever, medicine so that you sleep well, you don't develop an allergic reaction. All these things are important. So they are giving to you, and you have been told that you have to take these medications regularly so that your post-operative period is uneventful. Always a relative should accompany you whenever you are doing it. They should take you back home. You should not come alone and go alone for such things, or at least the clinic staff can assist you until you are safely there in your hotel room. Suppose if you are traveling on the next day by flight or something. So this also emphasizes the fact that when you go to a hair transplant surgeon, there is nothing that you can hide. If you are a smoker, you will have to reveal that you smoke. If you take drugs, you will have to admit that you take drugs. There are ways in which a safe hair transplantation can be performed with such cases also, but there is no information that you can hide from your physician. So that is why, if you are monitored well, if you have taken your physician fitness well, if everything is fine, then this is just a simple procedure. It's like morning to evening. You come, you go back home, take care for 7 days, and then you are back to normal. So to conclude, what has happened here is very unfortunate, but yes, it doesn't always happen when you are safe and when you go to a professional. The chances of such things are very, very rare. So while choosing a clinic, you will have to discuss with your doctor the qualification of the doctor, the duration the doctor is going to present in your surgery, what is the role of the doctor, what is the role of the technicians, is your fitness okay, do you do your blood tests, everything well, there is nothing you are hiding from the doctor, did you follow pre-op instructions, did you follow your post-op instructions well, everything before undergoing a hair transplant surgery. Another thing we have noticed is patients certainly they get confused when it comes to number of grafts. So there is a hype going on in market regarding the number of grafts. Patients feel that the more number of grafts they do, the better results they may get, which is another myth that I am going to debunk in the next video. Keep watching.